So I'm just surprised that like you drop the video snippet does well,
Yeah.
you drop the video does well, then you pivot to uh, more of like a whole different sound.
Yeah, let me tell you that happened. So bought my shit, gets whatever, gets pushed to the side, cool, whatever, put that out. So I'm working with Dre, the A&R Dre. Forget his last name. Fuck, Dre gonna kill me if he see this. What's up, Dre? Um, so he had this cat in LA. His name is Bo Dozier. Okay, so I don't know how close you followed or saw I like to fuck progression, but there's a couple versions that were out there.
Yeah, that's what confused me too. Yeah, there's a few.
So so there there was like a one that said like I like to fuck featuring Dildo Cop. I don't know if you saw that. That's like the original
There
version.
are so many fucking versions. Yeah, that record. I was like, is Tila Tequila the remix? Is the original? Is this, you know? And then you had some other guy on the record too, which I.
Yeah, it was so it's really confusing.
Yeah.
So it was Bulldozer. So Bulldozer is like this dope ass producer, songwriter, cool motherfucker out in LA, right? So he created the record, right? The concept, everything, right? And he put it on MySpace. So this is the story behind this record. He put it on MySpace. It starts taking off on MySpace. He got like 10,000 plays, like hella quick, right? On his little page or whatever. And it was just a joke. It was like a joke song that he did. It was like, he just got drunk and had a good time, whatever. Dre hits me up like, yo, I think we need to make a move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to make a move. This is dope record. Would you be down to try it? Try to do it. I'm like, yeah, I'll be down to try to do it. So sends me the record. I'm like, oh, this shit is crazy. Now, but you gotta think this is G Unit. See, you know what I mean? This is like
Way
because it
back.
was poppy, was like, but again, at this time, ain't nobody fucking with me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but if you get a record, it don't matter because all they want to see is you got a record. You know what I'm saying? Like if they can make some money, cool. So I get the record. I fly. I was flying somewhere. I wrote my shit on the plane. Recorded it. Um, Played it for the label. Interscope's going crazy. So now everyone's back on my dick because now we have this I like the fuck record, right? So it's not out, but so we didn't drop it. We were now going through negotiations for the record because there's the singer, his name is Bruce Boniface, right? And then we had I think we had was there a third verse? Yeah, there was a random girl on the third verse at that time. We didn't have Tila. We figured, you know what, we need to put Tila on it, right? So Bo Dozier, the guy who came up with the concept, he knew Tila, so he had Tila come over, wrote the verse, had her do the third verse.
And that was a smart move because I kept seeing it all over pop blogs.
Yeah, because
Like,
she was popping, like she was super popping.
yeah, and I actually looked at one of the when I was doing research. I was looking at some of the forums, and they're like, "This is the song of the summer." It's so like it's so. What was one of the comments? It's like Tila's verse is like so slutty, but it's like such like empowering and cool. I'm like, yeah. I was like laughing my ass off reading some of these comments, but they're like, "It's song of the summer." That's
Yeah.
what it was.
So now, mind you, we're going through. So this song, so it was blown up on MySpace. So obviously, it took it down. I recorded my verse. We play at Interscope. Interscope sees the vision, right? They're like, "Fuck, all right, cool. Open the budget back up. This motherfucker's about to pop off. We're gonna take the pop route. Cool.
Now, 50's aware of this.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're aware. Like, all right, cool. Because now I'm going to like Interscope's going. Oh, you're like now the next. You have the next big fucking record that's gonna take off, right? Me and Tila Tequila have the same lawyer, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So we got a same lawyer. We can figure this shit out. Fucking lawyer, greedy ass nigga. What do we need to do? We need to this bitch. Let me not disrespect her. This girl or the lawyer, whoever, they want 100,000
Damn.
to clear it, right? They want 100,000 to clear the verse and a video appearance, right? Because we did the clean version, they had it all ready to go, right? So we're now, this is getting in the way now, right? They're like, we don't want to pay her 100. Can we do this? Guys not budging, trying to get some publishing on this side, trying to work out the numbers, the whole industry thing, right? So I'm like, sitting here like, okay, I'm sitting on this $1 billion fucking record, like, and it's not gonna go through. It's the negotiations start like breaking, right? It start getting crumbling because one of the guys owns the singer's publishing. He didn't want to do a deal. It just started to get just politics shit. Like, can we just get this shit done? So in the middle of all this, right? Now, mind you, this is before streaming services and shit like that, right? So if a song leaked or something like that, like it was considered damaged goods because too many people have the record. Now they're not going to buy it or listen to it, right? But at this time, me and my new management were like, man, these dudes, they're dropping the ball. No, there was no more discussions. So it went from I was the talk in the building, oh, we're about to get it done, we're about to open up a big ass budget, get this shit popping, all the way to like nothing. It's like, fuck it, we gonna leak this shit. Leaked it on YouTube, right? And we started servicing it to like DJ and shit. That's when it started, that's when it got out. That's when it started going viral and bubbling and doing all that shit, right? So it starts bubbling up. So we're like, yo, look, you got people dancing to it, singing, doing their own karaoke.
Before TikTok and all that, man.
It literally, exactly. It literally was like taking off, right? So I'm like, oh shit. So, it's a popping record. They looked at it as damaged goods. They're like, oh, now the record is it's losing its value. We're like, but this is the transitional period of the music industry. Like they didn't understand what was damaged good. Like they didn't know where music was going,
Yeah, they did a documentary on that on Netflix, and 50 was a part of it. Eminem, lots of people in the music industry, Jimmy Iovine. There was a lot of stuff like that going on where leaking was happening. They didn't know, should they sue the people leaking? Should they, not? Should they go after LimeWire or Napster?
Remember they sued? Remember they were suing regular people?
Yeah, that's what the documentary is about. So those regular people were getting interviewed, and they were like, all I did was download music. I didn't even do any of this stuff. I just
and they charged them like $100,000 or like some crazy
crazy numbers. Yeah, so it was making the label look bad.
Yeah,
because they were like, people were like, I'm not fucking buying your music. You're suing us regular people for just enjoying your music. Right. I mean, I get it. It's free, but at least they're listening to it. I mean, that could help in other places.
Shows.
Yeah, so it's not. They looked at it back then as, and same with YouTube too. Yeah. They would copyright strike and remove your channel, like completely for just posting anything music. And now at least they understand a little bit. Like you can use 10 seconds, 15 seconds, a little bit. Use it for a little TikTok and, but nothing more than that because sue again. But that makes sense. That totally makes sense.
And that was the thing. Remember during that time, they were like, is the music industry dead?
Yeah.
Because they're like, we can't control this because this is the new digital era. They're like, we can't control these MP3s and how do we make money off? It's like none of this shit was ironed out back then. So like they were so scared. They're like, okay, this fucking song leaked. We're not gonna put money behind a leaked song. Like no one's gonna buy the single.
See this full interview without having to wait? You can join our YouTube memberships program for just $8 a month. You get the full interview, behind the scenes footage, and no ads. If you want more, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/diverse mentality. And for $10 a month, you can not only get these full interviews immediately, but also get uncut and ad-free documentaries as well. The link is in the description for both.